Hello everyone, this is Shrawan Sir, making maths simple for you. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Karna Maths Academy. Dear students, today in this video, we are going to solve some of the important questions from the chapter of coordinates in space. Here we go. This question is related to the section formula. The question is, find the coordinates of the point which divides the line joining 2 points 1, -4, 1 and 2, 3, -5 externally in the ratio 1:2. So here we are given the two ends of a line segment and we have to find out the point which divides the line joining the given 2 points in the ratio of 1:2. So let's represent this question by means of a diagram. Dear students, we are given 2 points. Let's suppose the first point as A and the second point as B. So dear student, we are given 2 points. The first point we have supposed A, 1, -4, 1 and the second point is given 2, 3, -5. And now we are going to find out the point P which divides the join of AB externally in the ratio of 1:2. So dear students, let's suppose M1 is to M2 is equal to 1:2. Let's suppose the given 2 points A and B as x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2. And the point which divides AB externally in the ratio of 1:2, let us suppose as P. Which we have to find out. So dear students, let's apply the section formula. According to the section formula, x is equal to m1 x2 minus m2 x1 divided by m1 minus m2. Let us substitute the corresponding values. M1 means 1, x2 means 2, minus m2, the value of m2 is 2, the value of x1 is 1, divided by m1 minus m2, that means 1 minus 2. So dear student, now 2 ones are 2, minus 2 ones are 2, 1 minus 2 means minus 1, 2 minus 2 is 0, 0 divided minus 1 we get 0. So dear student, we have got the x coordinate of the point P which divides AB externally in the ratio of 1:2. The x coordinate is equal to 0, which is correct according to the answer of this question. Now next let us find out y. We know according to the section formula of external division, y is equal to m1 y2 minus m2 y1 divided by m1 minus m2. m1 y2 minus m2 y1 divided by m1 minus m2. Let's substitute the corresponding values. The value of m1 is 1, The value of m1 is 1, y2 means 3, m2 means 2 times y1. The value of y1 is minus 4 divided by m1 minus m2, that means 1 minus 2. Dear students, now after calculation we get 3 minus minus plus 3 times 1 we get 3, minus minus plus 2 times 4 we get 8, 3 plus 8 11, 11 divided minus 1 we get minus 11. Dear student, which is also correct according to the answer of this question. So the y coordinate of the point P we have got minus 11. Now at last let us find out the z coordinate, the value of z. So again let us use the sectional formula. Dear students, according to the sectional formula, the z coordinate is equals to m1 times z2 minus m2 times z1 divided by m1 minus m2. Let's put the values. m1 means 1, z2, the value of z2 is minus 5, the value of m2 is 2, m2 is 2 and the value of z1 is 1 divided by m1 minus m2, that means the value of m1 is 1 and m2 is 2. So let's do calculation. Minus 5 minus 2, which is equal to minus 7, and minus 7 divided by minus 1, minus minus will cancel. Then finally we get the value of z equals to 7, which is also correct according to the answer of this question. So dear student, I hope that you have understood how to find the point which divides the lines joining any two points in the space externally in a given ratio by using the formula, section formula for external division. Now next we move to the next question. If you want, you can take the screenshot of the solution of this question. Dear students, now we are going to solve the next question. Dear students, the next question is question number 6. Find the ratio in which the line joining the points minus 2, 4, 7 and 3, minus 5, minus 8 is divided by xy plane. So dear students, here in this question number 6, we have to find out the ratio. That means we have to find out the value of m1 is to m2. The condition is we have to find out the ratio in which the line joining the points, we are given 2 points in this space and the line joining the 2 points is divided by xy plane. So we have to find out the ratio. In what ratio? The xy plane divides the line joining the given 2 points. So let's solve it. So let's make a rough sketch to represent this question. Dear students, in this question we are given xy plane. And we are given 2 points, minus 2, 4, 7, minus 2, 4, 7, and the next point is given 3 comma minus 5 comma minus 8. According to the question, now we have to find out the ratio m1 is to m2. We have to find out the ratio, that means the value of m1 is to m2, in which the plane xy divides the line joining the given 2 points minus 2, 4 comma 7 and 3 minus 5 comma minus 8. So distance we have made the diagram according to the question. Let distance we have find out the ratio in which the xy plane divides the join of the given 2 points. So we have supposed that the xy plane divides the join of the given 2 points in the ratio of m1 is to m2, and again we have supposed it as k is to 1 for simple calculation. So let's suppose it as k is to 1. The first point, the first in point of the given line supposing as x1 y1 z1, and the second in point supposing as x2 comma y2 comma z2. Dear students, in the previous video, in the first lecture of coordinates in space, already we have discussed all the basic concepts needed for this chapter. So if you have not watched, please watch the previous video, that means the lecture 1. Dear students, in xy plane, z is equal to 0. So we take the value of z 0 and we'll use the section formula for internal division. Dear students, according to the section formula, z, the value of z is 0 in xy plane. That is why we have used the formula of z of the section formula. Z is equal to m1 times z2 plus m2 times z1 divided by m1 plus m2. So let's substitute the corresponding values. So we know that in xy plane the value of z is 0 and m1 is to m2. We have supposed k is to 1. So let's put value of m1 k times z2. z2 is minus 8 plus the value of m2 we have supposed 1, and z1, the value of z1 is 7, which is given to us, divided by m1 plus m2. So dear students, the value of m1 m2, that means the ratio of m1 is to m2, we have supposed k is to 1. So m1 value putting k and m2 value substituting 1. So let's do crisscross. So after cross multiplication, 0 times k plus 1, we get 0, minus 8 into k, we get minus 8k, plus 7 times 1, we get 7. So dear student, so k plus 1 times already we have got 0. So now plus 7 moving to the left side, then we get minus 8k. Then the value of k, we get minus 7 divided by minus 8. Now minus 7 and minus 8 will cancel and we'll get the value of k 7 by 8, which is equal to 7 is to 8. So dear students, m1 is to m2, we have supposed k is to 1, and the value of k we have got 7 divided by 8. So the value of m1 is to m2 is equal to the value of m1 is to m2 is equal to 7 is to 8, which is the required solution of this question. Dear students, if we are asked to find the point We know that any point in the xy plane is x comma y comma 0, the z coordinate is 0. If we are asked in the same question, if we are asked to find out the point which divides the join of the point in the xy plane, which divides the join of given 2 points, then after finding the value of ratio, again by using the formula of x and y, x means m1 x2 plus m2 divided by m2 x1 divided by m plus m2, and y means m1 times y2 plus m2 times y1 divided by m1 plus m2. We can get the coordinates of the point. That means the point which divides the point in the xy plane which divides the join of the given 2 points in the ratio m1 is to m2. So dear students, I hope that you have understood how to find out the ratio if a plane divides a plane. It may be xy plane or yz plane or zx plane. So in case of xy plane, we take the value of z0. If the plane is given yz plane, then we have to take x value 0, and if the plane is given zx plane, then we have to take the value of y0. So dear students, if a plane, it may be xy plane, yz plane or zx plane, or maybe some other plane whose equation is given, then to find out the point in the plane which divides the line joining any two given points, we have to use the section formula. Then in case of xy plane, we take the value of z0, and using the section formula, we can easily get the ratio in which the given plane divides the join of any given 2 points. So thank you for watching this video. Now next, we move to the next question. Dear students, next we are going to solve question number 7, which is the second last question of this lecture 2. Here we go. Dear students, the question number 7 is similar to question number 6. In question number 6, we have found the ratio in which the xy plane divides the join of any 2 points in this space. And here also the question is of the same type. Here in this case, in this question, we are given a zx plane, and according to the question, let's read out the question at first. Find the point where the line through the points 4, minus 4, 9 and 1, 2, 3 meets the zx plane. So let's make a rough sketch to represent this question. Let's make a rough diagram. Dear students, in this question we are given a zx plane, and we are given a line joining the 2 points. The first point is 4, minus 4, 9, and the second end point of the line is given 1, 2, 3. Now according to the question, we have to find out the point where the zx plane meets the line joining the a line segment joining the 2 points 4, minus 4, 9 and 1, 2, 3. So let's suppose that the zx plane meets the join of the given 2 points at the point P. At the point P, and let us suppose the coordinates of the point P is x, y, z. Dear students, in zx plane, already we have discussed in question number 6. In zx plane, the value of y is 0. So the coordinates of the point P we can write as X comma the value of y is 0, so we can write y coordinate as 0, x comma 0 comma z. Now at first we'll find out the ratio in order to find out the coordinates of the point P, which is x comma 0 comma z. At first we'll find out the ratio in which the point P divides the join of the given 2 points. Then after finding the ratio, we'll use the section formula to get the x and z coordinate. So dear students, let's solve it. So let's apply the section formula for y, because we know that in z plane the value of y is 0. So let's suppose y is equal to m1 So we know that y is equal to m1 times y2 plus m2 times y1 divided by m1 plus m2. And let us suppose that the zx plane divides the join of the given 2 points from the point P in the ratio of k is to 1. In the ratio of k is to 1. The value of y is 0 in zx plane. So let's put the value of y is 0. And m1 we have supposed as k. And the first point in general we suppose as x, y1, z1. And the second point of the line segment we suppose as x2 comma y2 comma z2. So let's substitute the corresponding values. y2, the value of y2 is 2. m2 we have supposed 1, and the value of y1 is minus 4 divided by m1 plus m2, that means k plus 1. Now let's do cross multiplication. K plus 1 times 0 we get 0, 2 into k we get 2k, and plus minus minus 4 ones are 4. So dear students, if we move minus 4 to the left side, then it will plus 4, and 4 divided by 2, 4 divided by 2 we get the value of k. So 2 2s are 4, 2 by 1, so the value of k is 2. That means m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 1. So dear students, we have found that the zx plane divides the join of the given 2 points AB in the ratio of 2 is to 1. Now next we are going to find out the x and z coordinate. That means the point where the zx plane meets the join of the given 2 points. Dear students, after finding the value of m1 is to m2, that means after finding the value of k, which is 2, that means m1 is to m2 is equal to is to 1. Now we are again we are going to use the sectional formula to find x and z. So according to the sectional formula, x means m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. So let's put the value of m1. The value of m1 is 2, because the ratio, just now we have found the ratio 2 is to 1. So value of m1 is 2. And x2, the value of x2 is 1 plus m2. The value of m2 is equal to 1 times x1. x1 means 4 divided by m1 plus m2, that means 2 plus 1. dear students, so after simple calculation we have got the value of x equals to 2. Now let's use the formula of z. We know that the z coordinate is m1 z2 plus m2 z1 divided by m1 plus m2, and let's put the corresponding values. M1 means, the value of m1 means 2, z2 means x2 y1 z1, x2 y2 z2, z2 means 3. Supposing first point as x2 y1 z1 and second point as x2 y2 z2, so the value of z2 is 3 plus m2, the value of m2 is 1 times z1, the value of z1 is 4, sorry, the value of z1 is 9. m1 plus m2 means 2 plus 1, 6 plus 9 divided by 3, we get 15 by 3, which is equal to 5. So dear students, we have found the value of x and z, and the value of y is already 0. Hence pxyz is, x means we have found 2, y means 0 in zx plane, and value of z just now we have found 5. So according to the question, the answer is 2 comma 0 comma 5. So exactly we have got the same answer. So dear students, the process is very simple. Simply we have to keep in the mind that in the case of zx plane, the value of y is 0. So first we use the formula of sectional formula. We use the sectional formula for y, and from there we get the ratio, that means the point which divides the join of the given 2 points. So by using the formula of y, we get the ratio, and after knowing the ratio, we get the value of x and z coordinates. So this is the required solution. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can take it. Dear students, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you have understood. Next time we'll meet with a new content. Till then, bye. Have a nice day. Thank you.